What's up guys, Indy with Ultimate Tool Reviews here, and just got back from Home Depot, got this thing in finally. So this of course is not a new XGT tool. This has been out since pretty much the beginning of XGT almost 2 years ago. However though, I think it's been quite, I'm gonna say overpriced in my opinion. So this kit was been around about $400 for quite a while. Makita did have some deals going on recently. So in January last month, they had basically the kit for $400. You get 2 free 4-amp-hour batteries. However, this month the new sale now is a little bit different. It's $100 off plus a free 4-amp-hour battery. So basically what that means is you get the sauna for $299 with a 4-amp-hour battery. However though, if you return that 4-amp-hour battery, i.e. the Home Depot hack as they call it, you get $128 off. So this comes out to $179 before tax. So finally an awesome deal for this. I did end up selling my older 36-volt rear handle saw. They are fantastic deals at around, I think it's like $200 to $250 depending on when you buy them. They've had some different deals over the years. They come with 4 batteries, basically 4 5s, and a dual charger. They've always been an awesome way to get into some of the Makita LXT stuff. I did end up selling that on Facebook really fast. I got pretty much the exact same price as I paid for this thing, so almost a free upgrade. I think it was like a $20 difference, not a big deal. So basically 20 bucks to upgrade into XGT, get an all new saw. Now there's a few reasons why I upgraded to this new saw. It's not purely, because I wanted to go XGT and it's got more power, but there's a few reasons that are pretty cool. So the 36-volt saw weighs actually 12.4 pounds with 2 batteries. This one's almost a pound lighter, which is really cool. Also, the other reason is I wanted to get another 4-amp-hour battery. I've only got one for my reciprocating saw, and as you well know, they are very, very expensive for those batteries. So picking up the kit gives me another battery, another charger, and another tool for, pretty much no cost. You're just counting the cost of the battery and the charger in there alone. So let's get this thing opened and check it out. First thing I noticed when there was actually the assistant manager there who I know at Home Depot, and he's like, "Oh, what's up, Indiana?" And he's like, "Man, this is a huge box for this thing." Apparently they don't keep these in stores ever, which is kind of funny. This is a super common tool, and I can't even stand to the box, and I'm like, "Oh, this thing is huge." So I don't know why the box is so much larger than the 36-volt tools. This thing is just massive compared to everything else that I've seen. So I'm really curious to see how this thing looks. And first thing off the bat, you can see that it almost looks used here. It's actually not. That's actually just a little bit of cardboard dust. That's all that stuff really is. I've seen that brought up before. It's not used, just cardboard dust. It's no big deal. So I've seen that a number of times, asked by a few people. So all right, we've got, of course, the bag. I like how they redid the bag for the XGT tools. They are definitely a bit tougher. I'm not really a bag guy myself. I pretty much do all the pack out stuff. I got some of the flex stuff now. So they do have really nice bags. These bags are, definitely would be expensive on their own, but really cool to have. There's just, extra bags laying around. So of course we've got another charger, which I'm going to add to the wall behind me. I want to get one more charger on the wall right up there, and I like having multiple chargers on hand. Come back from a job, you burn a bunch of batteries, nice to be able to charge them all up at the exact same time, not have to wait for one to charge, then have to throw it on the back, take the old one off its charge and throw the new one on. It's just a hassle. So these chargers are quite expensive. They go on eBay, even open box for like, I think you get them for somewhere between $70 and $120. They're a little bit variable right now, but as more people are buying XGT, the pricing is slowly coming down. But these used to be all around $120 open box, which is crazy expensive for these things. And of course, I think in the States right now, you can only get the rapid chargers with the R there. I know Tools and Stuff actually has some of the regular non-rapid chargers, but I haven't been able to find those anywhere in the States so far. So I don't mind using all the rapid chargers, of course. That's no big deal to me. They charge up pretty quick for the batteries. All right, so I think my battery is gonna be in here. All right, here's the battery. 1 bar, of course. And if you do get no bars on these batteries, that's not a big deal. I've never actually had one come bad out of the box before. Even with no bars, it's very common to have them come out with no bars. I would say probably half the time I get these, not XGT, but the LXT ones come with just, hit the button, there's nothing on here at all. Just throw them on the charger, they take forever to charge, that being totally dead, but they work just fine. All right, so let's get this saw out of here. This thing is, it seems about the same size as the 36-volt saws. All right, so there we go. Kind of looks a little odd without a battery in there. It's just like this big opening here, which is kind of funny. Look at that. Nice big opening there. Comes with the Makita blade on here, which I will be changing out right away for a Diablo. I'm sorry, Makita, they make great tools, but all the accessories, for the most part, these blades, been very unimpressed with a lot of the blades. They just seem to dull very, very fast on me. Switching out to Diablo, and even my miter saw, I switched out to one of the Wen blades you can buy off Amazon. I got them for 20 bucks for a 2-pack, and they've held up significantly longer than even the Makita blades that came with the saw itself. So definitely can tell it's, you know, super similar. Actually, there's not a lot of difference here on this saw. Of course, handle is definitely bulky as can be. Nice rafter hook up here. Pretty much if you're used to the older saw, you know, of course, the 36-volt saw, this is not a huge amount of difference here. Biggest difference, of course, is going to be where the battery pack goes and a little bit more of power. So I bought this, you know, of course, this is in February 2023. Here's your build date here on the Makita tools. That is going to be 08/2022. So remember to save your receipts. If you don't have your receipt, your warranty then goes by that build date. So let's get a battery in here and see how well this thing works. Look at that, all the nice electric grease in there, really, really nicely applied. So I'll get this battery charged up. All right, so I've got a nice piece of treated 4x4, something I commonly cut with a lot of saws. Let's see how this thing sounds compared to, say, like the 36-volt saw. Seems very similar. I don't really notice a, a huge speed increase difference there. Of course, got the nice electronic brake on there too. Always great to have that. So let's make a few cuts and see how well it does. Woohoo. I definitely noticed right away there is a bit more power to it. That's pretty noticeable. My 36-volt saw would definitely bog down when you go through a piece of wood like this that is going to be over the whole blade. Definitely noticeable with the XGT. It's got a lot more power. All right, let's do a few cuts on a 2x6 here. So it's also, a very common piece of lumber here. A lot of people use it for framing. Very, very common to be cut by one of these rear handle saws. So let's see how well it does. With the weight, it's still almost 12 pounds. I don't really notice a difference in this saw versus the 36-volt saw. It's still as heavy and as bulky as can be. I will say I noticed the handle is a bit wider here. So it's a bit easier to hold on to with one hand. That's a big difference that I noticed almost right away, picking this thing up a few times now. Ooh, there we go. Finally pushing the saw a little bit, got it to finally stop there. This thing has got some power, definitely compared to the 36-volt one. This thing is quite impressive. So, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Can't wait to do some more XGT reviews, and definitely liking this thing so far. Definitely worth picking up for $179 if you can find it. So, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Be safe out there.